I just never going back to more about me and stuff like that. I'm glad that I'm putting as much pain that I'm in like doing like right now when it comes to this content stuff because I already knew from the beginning that it's going to be hard for me out here. I'm gonna keep it above. Yeah, I already knew it, bro. It doesn't even matter if had a shout out or anything, bro. It's not gonna be easy. Like this content creation is hard. It really is. It's never easy, and it's the fact that everyone's and I just want to put this out here, right? When it comes to content creation and shit, everyone's path is different. Everyone's path is different, bro. You like it's cool that you like helping somebody. First of all, everyone should help each other. I'm gonna keep it above. Everyone should help each other, uplift one another. I 100% support that. But when I say that, I'm also speaking in the sense of like for me, I went through that motion already, and now I'm at a point where my circle is small, and I try not to repeat myself because I try to keep my circle small, and I try to keep I should have connections, but I try to keep them as few because I'm gonna keep it a buck. And I talked about this a lot. You can know a lot of people, right? You can know a lot of people collab, jumping on people's streams, jumping on people's videos. That's cool, right? But it's also gonna like hurt you in the long run too because like you might go through this whole bumpy road and smack into this one wall, and the people that look at you, they're gonna like say like they're gonna care and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, they're not gonna give a fuck. Honestly. And like if their method doesn't help you, you know what they're gonna do? Oh well. Like, you know what I mean? They're gonna keep moving on. They gotta do they shit. Like, you know what I mean? They still gotta get what they gotta get. Like, I don't know. I try to make that shit like try to make that as much sense as possible. That's why I'm saying, like, yo, once you start a path with this content creation shit, make sure, first of all, make sure you got your tools. Make sure you what you want to do. You know, make sure what you're doing with what you're doing this for. Basically, I don't know why that was like hard for me to get that out, but I'm so serious. And maybe because like yo, my life is kind of different. Maybe that's what it is because my everyone's life is different from others. You know, and if you want to like be in a community where you guys support each other and stuff like that, that's cool. Like that's fine. Do that. You know? But there's some people out there like me that did that shit and just end up on the wrong side of it. Like, you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, it's still the internet. So you still gotta tread carefully. You just gotta be careful. I was blessed with the people that I've met online. And I will always say about like I was always talk about that shit. But not everyone is like that. You know, so you still gotta be careful out like on this platform. You can like fuck up and meet with the wrong person, and now you're on your ass, and now you're pointing fingers, and no one's gonna help you because you put yourself in that predicament. Honestly, because it's your fault. So I just want to tell y'all, man, like this shit is hard, bro. And it's going to keep getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And I'm not trying to scare y'all to not do this content creation shit because I'm actually kind of grateful that I am because it helped me communicate with people and grow, honestly, still. But just find your own path, find your own lane, and just find your own purpose when you're doing this shit. Because at the end of the day, you're not doing this for anybody else, honestly. Now, for the viewers and supporters, yeah, for the people that like sub to you and mess with you, but you also gotta figure out like to figure that you're doing this for yourself too. Like, you know what I mean? You can be selfish. It's fine. You can be selfish. There's nothing wrong with that. Honestly. Don't be too selfish, but like you can be selfish, bro. Like I don't know. I just wanted to put that out there, bro. I just want to put that out there because their method may not work for you. Honestly, that person might be doing something totally different, and that's not gonna work for you. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, like, yeah, take that advice, but if it's not working, you gotta change it up, bro. You can't go back to the same person and be like, "Damn, this shit ain't working. What do I do? Oh my god!" Like, I'm so. That's why I'm saying, yo, figure that out now, so it could be easier later, and you're gonna be like, "Yo, I know what to do now. Since this is not working, I can do this. If that's not working, I do that. Can do this." That's why you gotta always have plans. Like, you gotta write things down. I swear to you, it actually works. But people think I'm bullshitting when I be saying this shit. But I'm like, I mean, it's cool because they're gonna have to learn later, you know. And when it's later, it's going to be too late. But and I just wanted to say, that with this content creation shit, because when I'm doing this shit, I'm putting in pain when I'm doing this content shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm posting like, and this is my recovery arc too. Like, this is my recovery arc. This is my how to be a good content creator, trying to be a good content creator, bro. I still don't know what it means to be a good content creator. Maybe there's no such thing. I don't know. But I'm making shorts, I'm making actual videos, and I'm not gonna lie, shorts are like clips. Always make clips for your videos too, because they do help. They really do. But do not rely on them heavy. I'm speaking from experience because some of your shorts is not gonna get no views at all. Maybe it's just me. I'm not sure. But also I gotta find the time because the problem with me that I'm not blessed with is time. I don't got time. I'm gonna give it a buck. I really don't. But I tried to make that little time that I have and try to schedule my videos because I can't post them the day of, right? But your shorts, there might be one short that might hit 5 or 10K or 1K or maybe 500 views or something like that, right? And then you're gonna be like, dang, if that's gonna hit 500, then all my other shorts or clips is gonna be like that. It's not. I'm just telling you right now. Maybe for some people, but not all your clips or your videos are going to get that same amount of views, bro. I will say that. I'm not trying to discourage anybody. I just want people to know about the real shit when it comes to this content creation shit. You know what I mean? Some people got it good. Some people might hit 1K for their first video, bro, which is crazy. It is luck. It is percent of luck when it comes to content creation. You have to be lucky. No matter how much you put in pain for this shit, you got to be lucky, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I'm posting. That's why I'm trying to posting every single day for this month because life fucked me up last month. I ain't gonna lie. I had everything planned. I'm saying like, yo, like I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. My headphones died. I don't even know why because I'm not playing any music. But I'm saying like I had everything planned. I have everything figured out. I'm like, yo, I'm about to drop a like a little. It's not like a trailer, but it was like a video for my 50 days of like streaming and posting videos on YouTube. I'm saying like I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be still similar of what I've been doing, but this is gonna be different because I'm challenging myself and I want to see other like people to see that of the pain that I'm putting in when for my videos and my shorts and other social medias that I've been doing, right? And I was thinking I was acting out of my comfort zone. So I'm saying like, yo, I'm gonna do a little, do a little video. My shit's gonna get laughed at. I already know. I already know people are gonna laugh at that shit. And you know what's so crazy too? That's fine. I, I didn't give a fuck. If niggas don't like mess with the video that I dropped, that's totally cool. That's just knowing for me that I'm doing something right. Because those are the same people that don't got nothing going on with their lives. You know what I mean? They are jealous because like, yo, I haven't done this shit and he's doing it. Like, you know what I mean? Now there's a difference because I accept criticism. You know what I mean? Someone said like, yo, that shit should be shorter. That's why I'm saying like, yo, he's right or he or she's right. Now I know that. I got that shit written down somewhere. So if I do something similar to that with the 50-day shit, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, like I should make it shorter, honestly. But for the people that just been like laughing at this shit, but like, yo, what is this guy doing? That's like, what the fuck? This is like, yo, like those are the same dudes that don't got nothing going on with their lives, bro. And they are just because you're the first person that did it. So don't be afraid of your art. Show that shit. I'm not saying my videos are, but I'm talking about like content creation, like videos. It doesn't even matter. Basketball, whatever, bro. Don't be afraid to show that shit, bro. Because that's the same people or person that didn't do it at first. So they're kind of just like, yo, like I should have done this shit, but I didn't. That's why they point and laugh, bro. I swear to you, bro. I swear that's the reason why they do that shit, bro. Because they are jealous, bro. Honestly, but also through your whole journey, you should always have a friend that should criticize you. Honestly, bro. That should keep it real and criticize you. It may you may want to hear the things that they have to say, but at the same time, it's just like, yo, he's kind of right. He or she is kind of right. If they're saying like, yo, I feel like this should be shorter. I feel like you should do this. I feel like you should do that because it'll attract this many audiences because it's something that I watch. And it's just like, okay, cool. Like, you know what I mean? As long as they give you criticism for it or feedback, that's a blessing itself. So you should always have someone like that within your circle. Honestly, bro. You need someone to keep it real with you. Even if it's some things that like you don't want to hear. Honestly. But it's just a journey, bro. And some people don't really need to go through that, or some people haven't gone through that at all. I'm just glad I'm going through that shit right now. Or I'm currently going through it, but it's just like I'm at a point where it's just like I can reflect and also like take notes because I want to be better every single day. I gotta make sure every video and every clip that I drop is my last one. Honestly, that's the mindset I gotta go with. I gotta make sure every video and every clip is my last one, bro. Honestly, because I ain't gonna lie, most of my videos is is not good. Honestly, editing wise too, because I don't got time. Even though I make time, 2 hours or 1 hour of sleep, because I still gotta work. They're still not gonna be good, honestly. And your first 50 and 100 videos is not gonna help the algorithm. That's why you gotta keep on posting. I'm so serious. If you keep on posting, bro, and if you really think like that first clip is not good, first of all, and maybe they see it different when it comes to a perfectionist. Even if you think it's not good, bro, post it. I'm so serious. That's why it goes back to what I'm saying. Don't be afraid to show your skill because you know what's so crazy? Even if you post your mess up, a few years later when you make it or like trending a little bit, when you go back, you're gonna be like, dang, like I remember I made this video, bro. Like this shit was so cringy and corny. But that's you're gonna remember it's just like, yo, that's where you started at. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're gonna remember and be like, yo, like I was so bad at football, and someone had a video of me just like missing or like catching a football, bro. And then years later, you're like one of the best wide receivers ever. You're catching all type of catches from your quarterback or some shit. Like, you know what I mean? Just post random shit. That's what I'm saying, Robbie. And what's good, Brody? So like, don't be afraid to post your mess ups. Honestly, don't. There's some people out there that's just like, yo, like this shit is so corny. I'ma trash it. Why? Like, you know what I mean? Even if that's like a video that you gave it your all on, because you're not gonna figure it out the first day. You're not. that first music track that you want to drop, you're not gonna be good. The first thing that you start on in anything, you're not going to be good unless you are gifted. But if you're not, then you're not gonna be good, dude. You're not. And that's what the beauty of it, bro. Because once you like practice perfecting your craft, once you get your tools and you're perfecting your craft, bro, you're like one of the best now. And now you have something to look back and you're gonna be like, yo, like, holy shit. Like I came so far, bro. And like this video is so like messy, cringy, and all types of shit, but you're gonna remind yourself, like, you gotta remember where you come from, honestly. And that's gonna give you the next motivation to keep going forward. I swear to you, bro. So don't ever be afraid to be yourself. Don't ever be afraid to post that first video, that messy, trashy, terrible video. Post that shit, bro. I'm so serious. Post that shit. You won't regret it. Don't be a perfectionist, bro. I feel like that's gonna kill you, your mindset. Because what happens if something breaks? You're just gonna end it all with your content shit? You know what I mean? And I'm speaking for myself too, because like there's so many times I want to give up with this shit. Honestly. There's so many times I want to give up with this shit, bro. This shit is hard. No one's no like people that don't do content creation shit, they do not know, bro. Even if they want to know, they're not going like they don't know, bro. This shit is hard. This shit you think it looks easy, but this is like one of the hardest things to do. I swear. There's some people that give up on the first quarter, bro. I'm still years later, since what, 2020, early of 2020, I'm still here. I'm not hitting 100 views. I'm not hitting 200, 300 for damn near 1K. I'm not hitting that shit. But I already one thing I do know is that once I'm done posting these videos, bro, because I already got a few people that's going back to my old videos. I really don't know what it is until I figured it out, until I started doing the stats, what's trending, what's not trending. Like, how is my videos getting on here, bro? Because I'm trying to learn with the tools that I have, like the algorithm, all that shit. I don't know. It's like a lesson learned thing. You got to go through the motion to understand. It's scary, but it's just like, yo, once you already go through that shit, you're chilling, honestly. So you're not gonna make it until you go through the motion when it comes to this content creation shit. I will say. So don't be scared, bro. Go through that shit. Once you take those punches, bro, and you still standing, no one's beating you. I'm gonna keep it above, bro. No one's beating you, bro. Look at me, bro. I'm still standing. I got from my early like life with this content creation shit, people egoed the fuck out of me. I will say that. It's crazy. People ego the fuck out of me, bro. And it's crazy because like I was I was trying to give them the not just the attention. I try to help put people on, you know. And I think it's also I will say it's my fault. It's my fault. I will say that because I was trying to get attention with this content creation shit, and that was my first mess up. It was my first mess up, bro. I don't know why I did that because I didn't know what I was doing. After the YSG shit, right? I was saying like, yo, I'm getting to know people from the YRG community. There's some people that I still mess with now, but most of them like, because these are the same people that would ego the fuck out of me or just barely talk to me like whatsoever, bro. And it's sad because I still mess with them people, or unless like I want to, like you know what I mean? Because like I'm a person that's like let's bygones be bygones, like you know what I mean. But I had to learn, and I'm saying like, yo, like not a lot of people are going to be there for you. Like honestly, bro. And I hate cutting people off, bro. It's like the hardest. It's literally the hardest thing. But at the same time, I'm seeing shit, you know, and it's hard to way to not. It's hard in a way to not like avoid the shit. Like you know what I mean? Like there's just certain things I was peeping. I'm just like, yo, like this person's acting weird, bro. And why the fuck are they doing this shit when I talked about it. You know what I mean? It's just like, damn, like, like people was leaving me out basically. I'm not saying all of them. It was a few of them. No, it was most of them, but there's a few that's not like that. But people just got a lot of egos, bro, and I had to step away from this shit. I already explained this shit with the Promise 2021 or Promise 2022 video, I think. But there's gonna be some people that actually look back at my videos and watch that shit, and they're gonna understand of why the way I act now. Because things are gonna make sense when they watch that video. They're gonna be like, "Holy shit! Now I get it." You know what I mean? Or unless they go through the motion themselves. That's why I posted that video. That's why I talk. People think that I'm just ranting. I'm actually speaking the truth, bro. So I only follow people or talk to people. I only follow people that I talk to, honestly. You know what I mean? That talk back. Because my circle was too big. It's just crazy. I was invited in certain shits, and that's fine. Like, I didn't give a fuck. But I'm starting to peep how people talk. You know what I mean? Or how people act. And I was just like, damn, like, this is really them. So I step aside from the shit. I took my first step. I was just like, yo, like, that shit ain't for me. That's why I deleted my whole Twitch channel. Only for me. That's why I went to rename the whole John to It's Mir One, bro. I did not regret of doing that shit. I don't regret it at all. And I grew so much from those years. So that's why I only mess with a few people that actually talk, you know what I mean, and don't act fucking weird, especially around other people and shit. Because I still keep the same energy, you know what I mean, or off stream. I may be more tired from off stream, but it's just like, you know what I mean. I'm still me at the end of the day. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say, bro. I feel like I got a handle on it. But this content creation shit is like mentally draining though. I will say that though. This shit is mentally draining, dude. This shit is not for the weak, bro. Well, let me go back to my main page because I already posted the videos of the horse racing shit. That one video got traction. I was not expecting that shit. Because you guys know I'm not a trendy guy. I'm not a trendy guy whatsoever, bro. But still, don't be afraid who you want to be, bro. Because you still, even though your audience is gonna be big enough, because they mess with the character as you portrayed. But the most important is that the few people that are gonna stay because they mess with you as who you are. And that's the most important stuff. Like, never. So that's all.